Hello everyone, this is Alexander, programmer and designer on Bertram Fiddle, with a little tech demo of how far we have come in the first month of production. As you can see, we are now able to set up scenes in the game, and Bertram is able to ponder life, the universe, and how to solve his newfound craving for orange juice. So this is a small test scene I've been setting up over the last couple of days, and I think it's pretty cool what we're already able to do. So we are already able to pick up items, for example this clock, and Bertram would like it to be a pocket watch. Fortunately his pocket is not really large enough for it yet. And we can also inspect stuff like this orange press. And we can walk around, as you can see. And his animations are mostly playing nicely. If I do stress it a bit, he will do a sort of moonwalk thing, which is also pretty cool. But we'll probably have to fix that at some point. So how's this set up? If I stop the game for a bit, I can show you. If we go down here and select a story manager, then this reveals the system I've been spending most of the time programming. So what we need for Bertram is basically a way to model how the story goes, and this system allows us to do this. It follows like a chronological order with like actions that we can program it to do. This action can, for example, be to like just have a delay when nothing happens. It can also be to run some dialogue or make a character walk to a certain point. As we continue development, there's probably going to be a lot of different versions of these. Some of the more crucial ones that are not in yet are like to be able to play custom animations on different objects, which I'll probably add during next week. So why did I choose to design like the interaction this way? Basically, I've been modeling the whole system, all the systems around this basic idea of how to model the story. This looks like a seed with hairy tentacles. It's not. It's actually a storyline with a branch here, around here, and all these lines is where the user needs to do an action before the story to continue. I think this is a really like broad and general, but also quite precise way of describing how a storyline in an adventure game takes place, and this should hopefully allow us to be very flexible in how we make the game and quickly make changes if it doesn't make sense. It's part inspired by how the old Scum game engine for LucasArts adventure games was made, where they apparently it was very flexible, and as such I've chosen something where we can quickly change it, and everything is set up with the strings to like identify like characters and stuff. Programmers out there might scorn a bit about this, but I think in the end it's faster, and it allows us to have a much more flexible approach. Also, we're not. One thing that's nice about adventure games is that you don't need to have that big of a concern about performance, since you only have at most one character pathfinding at one time, for example. Another cool feature with the storyline tool is that when I start the game, it hooks up to the runtime storyline, and I can actually see the progress of it here. So right now we can see that I actually need to pick up the orange before the rest of the storyline takes place. So let's do that. And we can see that it goes on and it runs some dialogue, and then we go on to the next condition. And every time there's a condition, there's a space here to signify that the player needs to do something. This can actually also be that another storyline has completed its run. Or at least that's the concept I'm working towards. So we have a nice orange here that I could choose to use on the orange press. I'll just first use the clock, and we can see that it doesn't really work. Can make use out of a clock. But what happens if I use the orange? It doesn't look too happy about the whole thing. Maybe it will take horrible revenge. It did take horrible revenge. Oh no, dear Bertram, no! Oh, well, I guess that's something we should all learn, that you might eat fruit, but it might have a family that will take revenge. Alright, that's all I had to show you for this time. Tune in next week for some more videos on how the development of the game is going. Bye bye.